Hello everyone and welcome to the series of Into the Breach. My name is SlowWolf and we're going to be playing this game for a little while. I really enjoy it, let's put it that way. Into the Breach is a turn-based strategy game where literally every turn matters. There's no waiting around for the opponent to show up or, you know, setting traps and all that kind of stuff in the same way that there might have been in something like Advance Wars, which this game bears a physical resemblance to. No. Every turn matters a great deal, to the point where it almost feels like it's a bit of a puzzle game. This is developed by the same guys that made Faster Than Light, which is a cult classic as far as indies are concerned. I'll be honest, I didn't really get into FTL. Maybe I was a little bit too late for the craze, maybe I just don't get the game itself, but it wasn't exactly my jam, though I did appreciate how good the game was. Into the Breach is quite the opposite. I really enjoy it. So I want to go ahead and show you guys one run a week, give or take, for the next little while. Yeah, we're just not going to worry about any of these guys too much. I'm just going to pick the basic guy. It doesn't matter. We're going to pick the basic team. It doesn't matter. We're not going to name anybody. We're not going to do anything too crazy. We're just going to start a game. The story of the game is this. Humanity has been demolished. Humans have, at the last second, figured out how to do time travel and have decided to go back into time to try to stop their destruction at the hands of a bug race called the Vec. This causes a couple of problems in that there's now, like, I mean, theoretically, like 1 million different timelines. Yeah, anyway. So we're going to go ahead and start off. We're going to do it in sort of the order that you'd get to start off the game if you were just picking up this game for the first time. But as you go through the game, you get the ability to unlock different islands and then start them in whatever order you want and all that stuff. For now, we're starting off at Archive Inc., which is effectively an island, which is also a museum. This guy here, Dewey Alms, we're doing all we can to protect the refugees, but we need your help against the Vec. We'll assist with some of our old Earth artifacts if we can. Stuff like tanks and planes and such. Yes, they're old now. We have a great variety of different characters that we have here. In fact, we have 3. There's a punch guy, there's a tank guy, and there's an artillery guy. I'm gonna explain what they do in a mission, and you know what? We're gonna want to do both of these missions actually. So, can we though? We're gonna want to do this mission. Let's start it up. All right, so you'll notice that this looks a lot like Advance Wars or a chessboard. In fact, it has an 8x8 grid, which is almost exactly a chessboard. Yeah, it is exactly a chessboard. Unlike a chessboard, however, there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So I'm going to quickly set these guys up and figure out what we can do from there. Looking at what we've got here, I'd like you to be here. I'd like you to be back here. And then I'd like you to be on the sidelines for now. You know what? If you're going to be here, you might as well just... No. You're going to stay here. That's fine. Confirm. So... these guys on the other side here are called the Vec. They are bad guys. You don't like them. No one does. They suck. With that in mind, our job is to try to wipe out as many of them as possible and to try to accomplish the bonus objectives as well as not die in the process. The majority of the game is spent defending your buildings here, the civilian buildings. Each one of these is worth a power grid. This bar up here. If this ever goes down to 0 over the course of your run, you lose, just straight up, so you don't really want to let that happen. You also want to try very hard to get all the bonus objectives you possibly can, since the bonus objectives allow you to get extra resources and stuff at the very end of each island. But we'll get to that later. For now, what do we want to do here? Well, we've got a weird situation. It's not an impossible situation, in fact, it's quite the opposite. But I wish I could have found a better way to kind of do most of this. Anywho, I'm going to take Punch Man. I'm going to move him here, and I'm going to go ahead and just punch this guy and kill him. Every character is able to move and then shoot. You can move everybody first before you shoot. But, yeah, we don't need to this turn, so don't worry about it. The punch guy needs to be in melee range and then punches people for 2 damage. He also then shoves their bodies. The tank guy shoots people for 1 damage. But in this particular case, we don't need to, so I'm not going to bother. The artillery guy here can shoot a bomb that does 1 damage on the square that you target, but it also pushes the other squares away. I'm going to shove this guy like so and move him out of the way. You'll notice that this guy seems to have been targeting a square here that's now empty. The Vec aren't particularly good at reacting to things very fast, so a good chunk of the game, and in fact, a good chunk of how this game ends up, you know, working out for the player, is figuring out how do you get the Vec to completely miss every single opportunity that they have to attack you. How do you manage to get them to hit nothing, or to hit themselves, or to just die in very silly fashion. We'll end our turn. Now you might have noticed that there's a bunch of yellow squares here. That's the environment. The environment sometimes has very helpful things like that airstrike, which would have killed me if I had still stayed in it, by the way. Like this. Yikes. Also, yikes. Could we not? What the hell is this? Alright, so are you hurt? No, you're not hurt at all. We don't really have an easy way of dealing with anyone right now. How do we stop this? I am very confused. We need to save this guy as much as possible, because he's about to die. So here's what I'm thinking. And we also want to block some Vec here, and we haven't had that opportunity yet either. I'm actually going to do something very silly. And I'm going to shove this guy out of the way by shooting him. Then, I'm going to take this and shoot them like so to save the other... is that what we want to do? Hold on, how do we want to do this? See what I mean, though? Every turn's a puzzle is a puzzle turn. It's very weird. If I shoot this guy, he's not going to be able to do very much. And he'll not... I mean, he'll live, which is a problem that I kind of want to avoid. I think the main thing I want to do right now is just save our artillery guy, but it seems to be a little difficult to do without putting ourselves at pretty immense risk. Actually, no, I've got a plan. I've got a plan. Undo that move. So you can undo all your moves that you make before you start taking actions. That's important to keep in mind. I think what we're going to do, in actuality, is punch this guy away. Yeah, we punch him. Then we move our tank here and shoot him. Then we launch a bomb to get them both out of harm's way. And then these two scorpions will die before they have a chance to attack anything. Our guys will be safely out of the way, and this guy shouldn't hit anything at all. It's a perfect turn. It also looks really cool. It does hurt me in the process, which is not ideal, and does get a kill before the environment does. But you know what? I'll take it. This is fine. So we dealt ourselves a little bit of damage there. That's okay. We'll survive this turn regardless. The airplanes are going to come in before they have a chance to attack. That's just how the environment works. Now, that's not the only environmental effect. There are other environmental effects, including earthquakes, rising tides, all kinds of stuff. Now, we only have one turn to block 3 Vec. That is a little difficult, to say the least. Is that even possible? No, it is not. We are not going to get that objective, and that feels bad. So these two bugs are already dead. That's fine. How do we get... This is tough. I want to get as many of these bonuses as possible, but it seems like we're not going to do it this time. You know what? That's fine. Punch and kill that guy. Get this tank to shoot him. He's not on fire, but he might as well be. I'm going to move this guy over here. And as much as I'd like to do some other stuff, honestly, there's nothing we can do. Bomb will come in. Kill off those two. This scorpion will attack nothing at all, and then we block one enemy. So we're not going to get this bonus objective, unfortunately. But we are going to be able to kill everything on the field, which is nice. We haven't died, also nice. And we haven't taken any grid damage, also nice. The game has not been kind to us, unfortunately. Like, I thought that we had a very real chance, but apparently not. I think that we're going to move back here. Honestly, and just shoot this guy like so. Then we're going to take our punch mech and just move him to the side, then repair him so that way he doesn't end up dying. Take our tank, and then shoot this guy into the airstrike, and then the airstrike will kill him. Now, the good news here is that we did manage to get the second bonus objective, so we do get some extra power grid, which is nice for later, but for now, not what it's not a perfect mission. Oh, well. So, that's first mission. Great, now we get to choose more missions. If you successfully get through a mission, then you end up having access to more missions that are directly connected. Let's go to Ohmtown. These satellites were the centerpiece of our race to space exhibit, but they'll prove more useful providing telemetry for our defenses. So we're going to go ahead and save these satellites that seem to be wanting to get launched, and that's all good by me. I think we put artillery on the flank here, so that way the artillery can go ahead and try to launch people around all over the place. Tank is in a good spot to protect this building, and Punch Mech is in a good spot to hopefully punch the Blood Scion and kill it really, really fast. The Blood Scion here, this floating dude, he can heal people, which sucks, so you kind of want to kill him as fast as you can. He's just going to stay there, huh? That's cool. Scarab's just going to stay there and attack that satellite. Not cool. I really wish you wouldn't. Excuse me. Okay, so how much life does this satellite have? It has 2. It can take 1 hit and be okay. And it doesn't lose power for us if we manage to get it hit. It's fine. I think we have a couple of very obvious moves. The first one is that we just move here and collect that time pod. So a time pod came in. Time pods give you extra resources and are very helpful, so are well worth picking up. I think we just move up here and just punch this dude really, really hard and get easy kill that way. Next, I suggest we just shoot this guy. Like, I don't see why not. So we shoot him. Now he's on top of this area here. The areas with the arrows coming up, those are spawn areas, if you hadn't picked up on that yet. Those spawn areas actually do end up being like, those spawn areas are very good to block a good chunk of the time, but you can't usually block them forever. So because if you do try to block one, it'll keep trying to come back up, and more spawn areas will spawn. So the instant you have to move off of them, you're gonna have a spawn turn with like 50 of them. Best not to worry about that one too much. Alright, so we got 2 kills this turn. Easy enough. Blood Scion's dead. This guy's gonna attack nothing and then die because you take 1 damage whenever you block something. Look at that. You attack the water. What a smart insect. Intelligent little bug. Now, with that said, he also dies, and you'll notice that every time that something dies, characters over here get experience. The experience is actually very, very helpful. It allows our characters to... Ooh, that's gonna be weird. What goes first, actually? It's 1, 2, 3, and then spawn? Okay. The experience allows them to get extra bonuses, like the ability to make their mechs more powerful, make them move farther, have better HP, or give you grid defense, which, admittedly, isn't that good, but has saved my butt in the past. I think that we're going to start by just getting a good punch off of here and killing this Hornet really, really quickly, but then past that, I don't know. If we move this tank out of the way, we should be okay to do that. Just punch him, perfect. Then I'm going to do a tricky move, which I'm not sure is perfect. How do I do it? Yeah, here's how we do it. I'm going to do a tricky move, and I'm going to launch an artillery shell here. It's going to push both of our guys. It's going to push one of our guys onto a spawn point. So now we're actually also blocking that spawn point. There's nothing I can really do other than light this forest on fire, which might be helpful sometime. I seriously doubt it, though. But there's nothing else to do with the tank, so why not? Alright, so we managed to block one of the Vec from spawning. We've defended one of the satellites, so that's good. Scorpion is going to be a jerk, but is overall fine, and this Hornet's largely not doing much. And we're spawning another 2. You know, I really, really, really wish that the block spawn thing had been done this turn. Honestly, if I just take this guy and punch him as hard as possible, I think he's not only killable, but very easy to deal with. The trick right now, though, is I would rather have him be useful. So how about we move this guy off, and then we can move this tank up, shoot him onto the spawn, get him to block it and take damage. Now, I want to use my punch guy to punch this guy, but we don't... Like, initially, it seems like a great idea, but you can see that there's a problem. Whenever you punch something and it doesn't die, it gets moved back a square, and you'll notice that if it moves back a square, it'll deal, you know, If it collides with something, it'll deal damage to the something. In this case, it's one of our own buildings, so we can't really do that. I think you know what? Easiest thing is, don't overthink it. We move over here, we blast it like this. Then we take this guy, and then we punch him and kill him. Then we take this guy, move over here, shoot him. He's off of the square. He's going to go ahead and block a spawn point this turn. The the Hornet and the Scorpion end up missing, and the Scorpion has 1 HP at the end of all this because he's going to have to block a spawn anyway. Now, it would be rad if we could get a couple of people to land on these on the squares adjacent to the satellite, because it's about to, like, take off in a turn or so. But the problem with relying on that is that it goes last. You can check the attack order, by the way. Checking the attack order lets you know who goes when and all that stuff. It's intensely helpful. But the problem with it is that it's not exactly perfect. Like, it doesn't always end up working out in your favor. It's just nice to have the knowledge. It's just unfortunate that that knowledge sometimes doesn't end up helping you as much as you'd like. I think that our best bet is to move our tank here and blast these two. It'll knock the Scorpion into the other Scorpion, killing it, which liberates our guy. Then we take our main man here, and then we punch him. Is that what we do? Hold on. Is there no, there's someone else that we need to kill more importantly. Like, we could kill this Hornet. Like, that just makes sense, right? Then we can get our artillery onto the side and just shoot this guy and kill him, giving our artillery guy some experience, which is, like, pretty important. The artillery guy tends not to get a ton of kills, so that could be very, very handy. In fact, I think that's exactly what we'll do. So we go ahead, get the punch off, get the kill off, and now he's got a level up. Fantastic. What's the level up? +1 mech move? Perfect. I like this guy already. He's a fast-moving punch man. Satellite lifts off. Fantastic. And that's the turn. Well done, us. Now, that's only 2 missions. We got a couple more to go. Defend the satellite launcher. That gives us 2 corporate reputation. Corporate reputation is something that you spend at the end of the island. Once you defeat the last mission on it, you can get extra weapons, you can get extra grid defense, you can get reactor cores, which I'll explain in a like later on. Maybe after we open this time pod that we just rescued. Exactly after we open this time pod that we rescued. Thank you, I understand. So the time pod opened up a reactor core. Reactor cores are super handy. What they do is they allow you to upgrade your mechs in ways that are very very substantial. For instance, I can install a reactor core here, and then I can use that extra power to power up an upgrade for my artillery that makes it that makes buildings immune to the damage. So I can actually attack a building and not deal damage to it and push everything off. It is a hugely helpful upgrade, especially for our artillery, so I'll take it. Now, we're not exactly super strong yet, but I feel like we can do the relic preserves. We're a good enough player that we can manage. Now, you'll notice that there's a special unit here, an Alpha Hornet. Alpha Hornets are like normal Hornets, except for they're Alpha, which means to say that they're a little bit stronger and a bit more of a pain in the butt. I think that for our purposes today, we're going to expect that this Alpha Hornet is going to attack this train. I would like him to be elsewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and put our punch... Actually, no. We need our punch mech to be closer to this Alpha, to this Blood Scion. If I'm being perfectly honest. It's in a weird spot. But maybe we just need to not focus on that right now. Like, the Scion would be great to kill on turn 1, but it's just not a good idea. How about we do this? I'm going to put my tank and my punch guy right here next to each other. The idea being that it's going to bait this Hornet into attacking us. He can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he could attack us if we're a juicy enough target. I think we are. Then the trick will be to either kill him or to defend the train in some other way. Like, we're baiting him into attacking squares that don't matter. So that might help us on our first turn here. Now, we have some pretty, like, stacked up bonus objectives. We have to protect the power plant, probably relatively easy. Defending the train, not so easy. It's actually quite difficult. Okay, interesting start. But not a dumb one. In fact, this is a pretty cool turn. They're not attacking us at all. How do we want to do this one? Like, we can kill this guy and do this guy a ton of damage in the process. In fact, I think we can kill both of the Hornets this turn. So here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to move our tank over here and our punch guy over here with the aim of taking tank guy and shooting him here. Then we take this guy and punch the Alpha Hornet into his Hornet buddy. That'll deal enough damage that the Hornet Buddy dies. This guy's at 1 HP. We take our artillery and get the last shot off, killing him. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Let's go. Then we're going to move off to the side here so we have a little bit more horizontal movement, potentially. And then get the shot off. I see the problem now. I am a stupid moron, man. Well, this is when you have the reset turn action. You get one of those per mission, so you definitely don't want to waste it. But at the same time, that was as good a time as any. I think what we need to do this time instead is use the artillery first, like so. Then use the tank. The way that you move these guys around and the order that you do the attacks in is substantial. You do need to be careful about that. Alright. With that said, that turn went a lot better after we thought it through for 2 seconds. The train moves forward, which is a problem. And they get 2 more units. Admittedly, they're very weak units. We can maybe get some kills this way. Oh, could the Hornet move right here, please? Yes! That could be really cool if we're lucky about it. Now, problem, this Scion is currently going to block the train, which is going to kill the Scion, but also break our train. The Hornet also wants to attack the train, and the train moves last, so we really can't afford to let that happen. In fact, a lot of this we can't afford to let happen. And our punch mech is 50 miles away. That is such a huge issue. Okay, so this Scarab is attacking a square that doesn't matter. If we shoot this guy... Yeah, okay, I see an option. I see an option. This works. We take our tank and we shoot this guy out of the way. We've dodged the Scarab and we've dealt some damage to this guy and he's going to miss. We take our punch mech and we move him closer, blocking off this section here. We can't really do anything else. Then we take our artillery mech and we do our best to shove him somewhere else because he cannot be in the way of this train. He also, unfortunately, will heal everybody that's been affected this turn. Not ideal. Is there a way to change that around differently? Not really, unfortunately. It's a bit of a shitty situation, if I'm being honest, but we'll make do. So we blast him like this. There is another way to push this that is even potentially more helpful. If I shoot like so, it'll move the Scion out of the way. But put this guy closer to a fire? I don't know. Here, hold on. Oh, wait, we already did a move. Shit. Okay, so we have to kind of come to terms with, I think, which way we're going to go ahead and swing this one. I think we're going to move the Scion backwards rather than anything else. Just because it's going to heal him anyway. We could have attacked this square and moved the Scion up and then shoved this guy onto the fire, but because of the Scion healing him, he would have then attacked the train, so that would not have been a wise decision. I'll repair for nothing, not that it matters. So Scion regeneration happens. Effectively, we dealt no damage this turn, and there's 2 more of these jokers spawning. This is a tough one. I'm not having fun here, but we can still pull this off if we're lucky. Train moves forward, we just have to do 1 more turn. It, of course, had to be 2 scorpions. And this guy got in the way of the train again. What a jerk. So what's this scorpion going to do? Okay, this Scarab is going to attack a building. Hornet's going to attack me. And then is he going to attack? He's going to attack the train. Okay, this is actually not a terrible turn. There's 2 things we can do here. Or there's a couple things we need to keep in mind. First off, there are so many things attacking and blocking our stuff right now that we really do have to choose how we want to go ahead and make this work. There is almost no way to save this train, but it is still possible, and we've got to try. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice some power grid here, which doesn't affect our bonus objectives. And I'm going to do my very best to get everything out of the way. And the easiest way to do that is to take punch mech here, punch this dude, take our tank, who is going to survive this turn. Hilariously, he's going to take 2 damage, but he will survive, and shoot this guy into the water, killing him. Then we take our artillery guy and shove the Scion out of the way again. I really don't see how else we can do this one. So, shove into the water, he's dead. Then punch him, he dies instantaneously. You get to move this Joker out of the way, and the train will survive. Now, this, again, leaves our tank very low, and we will probably take grid damage here. Not ideal. But we had to. Honestly, the bonus objectives at this point, considering how much power grid we had, it was far more important. It was just weird. We didn't really get any situations there where we could actually abuse their positioning at all, in fact. That was just a tough mission. We managed to kill off the Alpha Hornet early, which was good, but... oh well. We can get that power grid back right away, actually, and I'm thinking that might be a good move. Take less than 3 grid damage, protect the emergency batteries. That seems really good and easy to do. Yeah, I'm okay with this. This island's ancient power stations can barely meet your mech's needs. Please try to prevent any damage to the grid. Can do. So, they've got 1 Hornet. I would like to bait the Hornet into attacking us, not them. Not the buildings here on the side. Unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that. And if we put our mechs in here, it's not that they'll drown. Our mechs are tall enough that they can survive that, but they get waterlogged, so they can't really attack either. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to go ahead and put 1 mech here, with the aim of drawing the Hornet to attack him and light him on fire, hopefully. We'll put the tank mech on the front line, and then we'll put the artillery mech on the side to protect the emergency batteries on 2 ends. Then they got the city here, and then, I mean, they got water tile here, but none of the ground units can really attack there, so that's nice. What I'm trying to do right now is block them from attacking this directly. Instead, they're going to attack it indirectly, which just makes sense, so don't worry about that one too much. Ah! You garbage bee! I hate you! Okay, so the good news is we still have an okay turn here. We get the punch off, we get a kill. This guy's in a weird spot. We then take this guy, move him here, and then just shoot and kill the Scarab. Okay, Scarab's good. We've managed to get a block done. Nice. Finally, we take this artillery mech, and we shunt the Hornet out of the way. This Hornet is going to be a pain in our backside the entire game long because he's doing exactly what I didn't want him to do, like some sort of jerk or something. We'll just have to make do. But this is still the correct play, I think. We'll move up here, and the reason why we're shunting him down instead of the other way is because if we, moved him over here, he was going to attack a building. I hope that's obvious. So he attacks nothing. Good job, you great big moron. So now there's only 2 of them. We want to kill both of them this turn if we can, and we can. Oh, wow. You guys are very intelligent. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We can get another couple of blocks this turn, honestly. I think that we can get a kill. Move this guy here and repair. And then use our artillery to... oh, we can't quite do it with the artillery. I'm a little mad. Oh, yeah, rethink turn. We can still get 2 kills this turn. And easily, I might add. It just requires that we let some things spawn. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Maybe blocking a spawn on turn 1 was not all that smart. I don't know. The only reason why I'm a little annoyed with our artillery's placement right now is because he can't actually dunk the Scarab the way that I would have liked him to. But it's not that big of a deal, honestly. If we move this guy up here and punch, he gets a kill. If we move him here and then shoot, he gets another kill. He'll be at 1 HP, but he'll manage, if I'm being completely honest with you. There's nothing else we can really do this turn, so I am going to put myself a little bit closer to be able to deal with anything that comes too far up on the sides or whatever. And this way we're also blocking their access if like a Scorpion shows up to attacking this coal plant, so that should be okay. End turn. It's a Hornet, and we managed to get a block here. If this Scorpion just attacks our tank, that could be a problem. Hornet attacks backwards. That makes sense. He's going to go ahead and glue our tank in place. Tank is in a weird spot. Tank is in a very weird spot. Okay. I am not sure how to save you right now, Tank Man. So things that we need to do this turn. We want to make sure that the emergency batteries survive. That's easy enough. We have multiple ways of doing that. But we also have this Tank Boy. And Tank Boy's got a bit more of a trickier issue up his sleeve. Because he needs to repair and get off the square at the same time. Which is impossible, because he's being punked right now by 2 different people. It's a little frustrating. I think we take Punch Mech and we kill this Hornet. Just get rid of it. And then with these 2 Jokers... Like, the part is that he was pinned on top of a Vex spawn square. That is really rude. Yeah, I'm not sure we have much of another option right now. If we kill this Hornet, at least we protect it, right? And we could just do it from the other side anyway, so... I think that's the right decision. We can't repair with this guy and move at the same time. That's not how that works. You know what? We have to think about this differently, I think. We might just have to sacrifice him. And that's not good. Like, you don't want to sacrifice your pilots early. It's just not a good decision. Okay, so we're going to have to think about this differently. We take our artillery. We get this guy to move over here and get a punch off. And the reason why should become obvious in a second. I'm going to go ahead and shoot like this, unwebbing our friend, who's then going to move off of the Vex spawn square. No, he's going to move right here, and he's going to repair himself. So now he's got 2 HP. Next turn, he can handle some hits if he needs to. These 2 are going to attack nothing at all. There's going to be 5 Vec on the next turn. That's going to be tough to deal with. I am not looking forward to this. I really hope that these guys position themselves at least somewhat near water. It's 4 Scorpions and a Hornet. What is this nonsense? The good news is that 4 Scorpions and a Hornet is the, next best sitcom next to, 3.5 Men. So I'm okay with this. Okay. Okay, then. Alright, so we can dodge the Hornet. And we do have, like, a big boy right here. Honestly, it's just... we could get some easy kills here. And I think that that's probably our best option. It has to be. Can't do that attack. We can definitely do that attack, and it does a lot of good work for us. In fact, it does a stupid amount of work for us. And then we can take this guy, punch him, kill him and him, take the tank, and then kill these 2. And then this guy still attacks a building. No, rethink it. Okay, we do this. Does a couple of damage all over the place. But saves something later. Oh, hold on. If we do it like this, then we push everyone off. Now, this guy's still getting attacked. We can't punch and kill him. I'm mad. Okay. So the good news is we don't lose. In fact, because of the way that attack order works, we're not going to lose anybody. Everybody lives. We don't take any more grid damage, which is important considering that we're trying to protect the emergency batteries. And we don't take any additional grid damage. Great. Bad news. There's still like a bajillion of them, and I really wish we had turned that into experience somehow. But I think this was better than all the other options we had combined. Because I could have sacrificed grid power, but I believe this is the correct decision. It keeps everybody alive. We've got some wiggle room for later on islands. We don't have to spend money on... We don't have to spend corporate reputation on power grid stuff. Alright, so we've done as many missions as we possibly can for the first island. On to corporate HQ, where we have to deal with a super alpha Hornet, a boss Hornet, Hornet leader. There we go, that's what it's called. And oh my god, this is going to be a tough one, isn't it? So what we want to do is take Punch Mech and Tank Mech on this side. And I think we do a far away artillery on this side. The idea is that the Hornet Leader is going to attack here and attack these 3 things in a row. I want to move him out of the way as much as possible while we take care of the extras. Once the extras are dead, then we'll deal with the Hornet Leader. We want to kill the Hornet Leader and we want to protect this big building here. If we can do those 2 things, we should be fine. Oh good. That's how we're doing things, is it? Well, you're a great big pain in the butt. I kind of hate both of you right now. So, how do we deal with this? Well, we've got options. We can get an easy kill this way and then shunt him off to the side and then shunt him backwards so he does nothing. Or, here's a thought. I like this thought, actually. We take him. We punch and hurt him. In fact, kill one and hurt the other. Pretty sweet idea, am I right? Yeah, that makes sense. A little bit of damage goes a long way. We then take our tank here and shoot this guy backwards, which causes him to miss. I then take this guy and shoot the, yeah, that makes sense, actually. We're going to shoot this guy like this. Then I'm going to go ahead and spread these 2 out. So now the Alpha Hornet Leader misses. He blocks a spawn for us and takes a little bit of damage. And this guy is practically dead in every single way. This is a good start. We also managed to open up this area here a little bit, which admittedly, we don't want to break this mountain anytime soon, but breaking this one allows our punch mech to actually do something. Okay, that's a move. I'm not sure if that's actually a good one or a bad one or any kind of move that matters, but like, I'll take it for what it's worth. I think we do like a round 2 of what we just did. We punch the Hornet onto a Vex spawn, blocking it again. We take our other tank here to shoot and kill this guy. Then we take our artillery and what? Get this guy to die? I think that makes the most sense, honestly. So we're going to take this guy and punch him here. Take this guy and shoot him and kill him. Then take our artillery, move him a little closer, so that way he blocks the corporate tower in case if anybody's too fast. And then we'll just shoot the Hornet Leader. Now, the great news here is that despite the fact that we didn't kill this Scarab, the Hornet Leader is going to die to blocking. So, that's pleasant. That's right. Attack 2 mountains that are never going to break ever in our lives. So, spawn and died. Gave everybody 2 experience. Very nice. Now we got a Scorpion, a Scarab, and a Hornet, and at least 1 extra spawn on top of all the other spawns that are going to show up. And this guy's really far away, and I kind of hate it. And then this Scorpion went ahead and started webbing my people in place, and I dislike it a great deal. God damn. So how do we deal with all this? Well, Punch Mech is in a great position, actually, to just immediately deal with this problem before it becomes a problem. So I'm going to do that. It also has the added benefit of blocking any land-based units that try to get through this little valley here, so that's not going to happen a second time. I think we're just going to shoot this guy. And then I think we're going to do it again. Now, the bonus to this is we dealt damage to the Scorpion. The Hornet's now attacking nothing. He's also going to block a spawn, which is going to deal him 1 damage. And only 2 things are going to spawn next turn, which means we are only going to have to deal with 4 units, of which 2 are at 1 HP. This ought to be fine. Yep, he misses. He misses. That's right. You're a bunch of jokers. You're a bunch of losers. I'm not going to be afraid to call you those things. Okay, now we do want to get the 2 kills that are easy to get here. Okay, that's yeah, okay. That's a heck of a turn, guys. Good job. All right, so I think that the easy money right now, legitimately anyway, is to just shoot and kill this dude and maybe get a level with or get close to getting a level with this guy. Then we're going to move over here. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, this is definitely our move. We're going to shoot the guy over here, which causes our tank to get knocked back. But the upside being, we can just get an instant kill on this guy, which is a bunch of extra experience, and that leaves only the Scion left. The Scion, which does no damage. So he runs away like a little baby. Perfect. Easy mission. Now, with the exception of that one early mission, which made me look like a bit of an idiot, and we didn't get that one corporate reputation, it was a perfect island. We also did take some civilian damage, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and spend some rep. So, reputation, let's see what we got here. We got a burst beam. Oh, baby, that seems really good. We also have the ability to buy a reactor, or a couple of reactor cores. I think it's worth buying at least 2 reactor cores and the burst beam. I suggest that we install at least 1 reactor core on this guy and install the burst beam. So now this guy can actually move around and shoot lasers through people, which is pretty fantastic. It's a very good weapon from range, and as a result, we don't need dash punch anymore. Sweet Jesus. We can also make it ally immune, which would be a good move, but we might want to put that extra core somewhere else. I'm thinking that if we put the extra core onto our tank here, we'll be able to actually, you know, tank with them, which is kind of nice. Whew, how do we want to do this one? I think that might be really worth it, though. Like, making this ally immune might be more important than anything else. So, let's go ahead and do that. We're in a good spot. Everybody's alive. Everybody's happy. Everyone's doing their thing. We spent all the reputation we can. If we had had any reputation left over, by the way, we would lose it in between islands. Let's move on to the next one. RST Corporation Head Office. Don't think for a moment I'm falling for the time traveler stories, but your mechs, they are undeniably impressive. Well, I'm glad you think so. I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves these 3 left alone. I think we're going to start with the Cleft. And the reason why we're going to start with the Cleft is because I would like just a little bit more experience. We're so close to leveling up on 3 of these guys. The Cleft might give us enough power that the RST perimeter is actually okay. Let's see. We need to take less than 3 grid damage, and we need to protect the coal plant. There's also a Cataclysm, and the Cataclysm is bad. Alright, so we got some new units. This Scion here is called the Blast Scion. If anybody except him dies before he dies, then they explode, which deals damage, which we need to keep in mind. They also have 2 Leapers, and Leapers jump 4 squares. Holy shit. They then web and then attack in that direction, and they deal a ton of damage. So, what do I want to do? I think we take our mech there. We take a mech here, and I'm going to try to bait both Leapers to attacking here and here, or here. Either way, we're going to try to get both of the Leapers here. And I'm going to move my dude off to the side. Now, this could backfire terribly. In fact, I know it's going to backfire terribly, so let's try that again. I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. The idea here is that the Leaper comes here, a Leaper goes here or something. This is all bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he could definitely do that. I want to protect that. I don't want that to happen. We can still use our punch. Just keep that in mind, Wolf. You do have an alternate weapon on this guy that can actually stop you from taking blast damage. So, here's the deal. Cataclysm knocks off an entire row of stuff. If you can get the enemy to, like, land on there and stay on there, then they die. Could this Scion get in line with either one of them? Oh, that's actually gorgeous. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take this tank, and I'm going to shoot this guy off of the tank. Then I'm going to take this boy and move him over here and use the laser to laser the building. Good lord. This has gone off on a sterling start. If I move here and shoot like this, it will get a kill. It'll kill the Blast Scion. I'm not sure if we'll take 1 damage in return, but it'll probably have been worth it. If I'm being completely honest. So you know what? We're going to do it. Whew! I was worried for a second. Then, we need to protect our tank. So, tank is going to go ahead and get moved like so. And now no one's getting damaged this turn. We made a stupid idiot move, by the way, and we didn't think through it at first. We could have killed all 3, I'm sure of it. There was a genius level turn in there, but I missed it. Alright, so 3 of them are going to spawn. This Leaper's going to attack and do nothing. Now, the Leapers are scary because they're just, like, strictly better Scorpions. In that they will straight up kill an unupgraded mech without any recourse, which is a big issue. Okay, this is the kind of turn that we're going for, is it? Well, well, well. This sucks. So this Firefly's already dead. The environment is going to kill him before we have a chance to. The seismic activity will do that for us. We want to kill this guy, like, pronto. I think we can do that by attacking him and blasting him like so. Very well done. I think then we take this and shove... We'll shoot the blob that this blobber made, which shoves the Firefly into the other guy and does damage. Then we're going to move over here and take our laser and then blast this guy in the face. Yeah, the laser's pretty good. Okay, great. So they're gonna have two Vex spawns. One of them, like their last Vex, is gonna like straight up die before he has a chance to attack. Gets dropped into the pit like a pile of rocks. Alright, so Hornet number 1 attacks there. Okay. Could Hornet number 2 try attacking here? No? Okay. Hornet number 2 is gonna survive this, by the way. Because he flies. He doesn't care about the Cataclysm. He doesn't care about the environment effect will affect this space next turn. Yeah, but he's flying, so he doesn't care. It'd be ideal if we could just like shunt him off. Yeah, it's entirely doable. What else could we do? No, definitely not that. I think we get a punch here just to kill this dude. Then we get our tank mech to shoot this guy. And since it's the last turn, we want to get 2 kills if we can, but I don't think it's possible. So we won't. I mean, actually it is possible, strictly speaking, but it's just not going to end well for us because we'll end up losing grid power for no reason at all. Yeah. Like, what I'm thinking is, we move this guy here. We laser and deal our own building one. No, this is dumb. Just punch him, shoot him, and then, like, stand over here and, I don't know, blast a random square in the ether or something. It doesn't matter. Point is, this guy attacks nothing. The Cataclysm's over. We took 0 grid damage, and we protect the coal plant, so that's a perfect mission. Mission complete. That's perfect. Thank you. So all 3 of them got the promotion that I asked them to get. Nice. +1 mech reactor, +1 mech move, +1 mech move. This is actually a beautiful moment. Alright, so +1 mech reactor allows us to put even more stuff on this guy. If we had another reactor core, I would add dash punch potentially, but I think that our best decision right now would be to make him move as fast as possible. So we can give him the 5 move. But since he's also max level, we want to make sure that he's going on... Excuse me, that was gross. We want to actually kind of rearrange all of our pilots right now. So the reason why we want to rearrange all of our pilots right now is because this guy with the +1 mech reactor and all the other stuff, he's max level. We don't need him on the character that gets the most kills anymore. In fact, we can actually put him on the character that gets the least kills and have a good time. So he already moves a bit faster. We could already increase his health, so now the tank is just, you know, a healthier actual tank, which is nice. I mean, I don't have to worry about him anymore. Punch mech. Doesn't matter which one we put on here. Let's put on Calypso, I guess. And we have effectively the same punch mech we had just before. And, I mean, I guess you'll stay on your artillery mech. Don't even worry about it. RST perimeter. We need to defend the train again. I didn't know if you noticed. And if we can do that and protect the defense lab in the corner here, then we should be okay. I think that our first move should be to try to bait an attack as much as possible on this square line here. So I'm going to put all my guys like this. What I'm hoping happens here is that people are going to be out of line with any other building, except for, like, maybe this one, but we can deal with that. And as a result, we can laser potentially multiple units at the same time with our combat mech. Hopefully that gets us some kills. We swapped around that our pilot that was on the tank is now on the punch mech, so hopefully we get some serious experience on him now that he's, you know, the lethal one. Oh boy. Oh boy! This is already a great turn. You don't even know! This is a perfect turn! Okay. So what do we want to do? Well, honestly, I can move over here and then just laser this guy for a little bit of extra damage, but you want to know what the best move I've ever had is? we do this. Now, the problem with that move is that this Hornet is still attacking this city, and I really wish it wouldn't. This might be that turn where where honestly, we sacrifice 1 grid power to get some easy kills. It's too good not to. If we do this, we kill the Alpha directly and immediately. We put this guy onto a Vex spawn point so he blocks. Then we can get this guy to move over here and punch this guy onto the other Vex spawn, which kills him. And although we take a little bit of damage in the process, the only thing that gets really hurt is this grid damage, like this grid power, which isn't that important right now. Like, we're full grid power, so you know what? Let's go. This is the correct decision. I don't care what anyone says. And Actually, in fact, we don't even need to, like, do anything fancy. We can just laser him, so I think that we'll just do that. And then our tank... Do we... I mean, that makes sense. What other things could this tank do? Not much, huh? Here, undo that move. Could this tank do anything else more interesting? Like, we could shoot him onto there, and then the laser, like, our mech here could, like, punch this guy, and then he'll block and also die at the same time, or... That might be a better move. But I'd rather do the move that doesn't involve us taking damage. So, you know what? You move here, you laser him and kill him. The tank mech moves over here, shoots him just because it'll do a little extra damage. Then we call it a turn. We take some grid power damage. I am not worried about that. As much as I like to say I was worried, I'm not. It's okay. Train moves forward. He's been blocked, dude. Oh, what? You're an alpha hornet? Excuse me? That's not good. That's not fair. Okay, you two jokers. You joker of epic proportions. Okay, so what do we do? None of them are lined up currently. That can change. If we move here, take our artillery, shunt this guy downwards. Who attacks first? They all do. Okay. Shunt this guy downwards. He attacks in this line. And then we take our tank dude and do nothing. I mean, there's so many opportunities here that you can, like, maybe see coming together. And it makes me mad that I can't seem to make it happen yet. It would be actually ideal if we did the following. We could actually cancel the attack and block this guy's attack at the same time by shoving this guy into the cloud. And then we move this guy down, and then we move this guy to the side and just punch him. Or him. Either way works. This is a perfect idea. Why didn't I think of this sooner? Move over here. Galaxy brain moment. We shunt this guy. Boom. 2 for 1. The Vex is going to attack his own friend, and his friend is stuck in a smoke tile, so he's just not attacking. Like, nothing's attacking the choo-choo. Is that actually what it's called? Is choo-choo is the name of the move that the supply train makes? Choo-choo? Are you serious? That's awesome. Alright, we're going to move here. Then I'm going to move here. I'm going to shoot this guy here. Then I'm just going to punch him. We kill him as a result of the punch. That is actually great. We could also laser and get 2 kills, but we want to block the shot off this Firefly. So this is actually the smarter move. Hilariously. Because this ends up doing the 2 for 1 that we want. Boom! Shoots his own friend. Choo-choo moves forward. Nicely done, Choo-choo. We got a Blobber, an Alpha Leaper, and a normal Leaper. This is not so good. Firefly just attacks there. That's okay. You do you. Blobber attacks, and yeah, I thought you might do that. You great big jerk. Okay, and you're actually impossible to hit. Wow, this is garbage. So currently our mech here is dead. As it stands right now, if he doesn't punch this guy, he dies. This Leaper, leaping here, is the most garbage move I have seen in a very long time, and I'm very displeased with it. Because there's no way to really get rid of him. I think we just lose, you know, some corporate rep here. Not ideal. I mean, it's either that or... I mean, I think we're going to take some grid damage regardless. I'm sorry, you're going to get that damage. Good for you. You jerk ass. If we move here... Like, this Blobber is going to explode and kill off this train regardless. I'm a little disappointed, because there's no way to deal with him. Okay. Think about this logically. If this train's boned, then the train is boned. There is nothing more you can do. Is that the case, though? If we move our tank here and shoot the Blobber, it dies doing no damage. This guy is still stuck here. So how do we break the web on him? The answer is simple. we attack our own mech, which makes no sense, in order to deal 2 damage to this guy with a laser that won't get the kill because it doesn't push. I could attack my own train and come up with a more useful move. Dang nabbit. I'm a little disappointed. Wait, are you ally immune yet? You are ally immune? I forgot all about that. With that said, it doesn't really matter. The fact that you're ally immune is hilarious. It allows us to kill the blobber from where we're currently sitting. But unless we can get you lined up with anybody else, we can't really do any 2-for-1s. And this leaper picked the... Like, literally, we could not stop this leaper from doing this. Like, the leaper just went, you're not going to have a perfect mission today. Thanks, leaper. You're a great big asshole. Especially because the choo-choo's going to move, like, the train is going to choo-choo right into here, and it's going to kill the leap, but it's going to end up dying at the same time, which we don't want. The only way to stop that, quite honestly, would be to shove this into the mountain. Then attack the mountain directly somehow. What are we doing? Like, even if we attack the mountain directly twice. Even if we attack him directly, it doesn't do anything. Like, if we attack this mountain directly and break it down, and then somehow find a way to shunt this guy out of the way, it's not possible. We don't have the ability to do it, and I'm very disappointed with this game for providing me with a situation that is literally impossible to get a good move out of. So, here's what we'll do. I honestly think that our best option right now is to just assume that this corporate rep is gonzo. It's gone. There's nothing we can do. With that said, can we get anything else done? And the answer there is absolutely. We can get all kinds of things done. This Firefly is very easy to kill. This Leaper is very easy to kill. And then we can artillery to, at the very least, avoid the blobber going off. I mean, hell, if we attack our own train, it's, again, a stupid move, but it is funny as hell. It doesn't do anything, though. Well, like, just, you know what? Fine. Screw it. That's it. You win. GG. Game over. You got me. Game. Well done. I will not be able to get my perfect island, and you're a great big asshole for it. I hate you. There's nothing else I could have done. Because this Leaper put himself in the worst possible place. I hate it. So unfortunately we failed to defend the train entirely. But we managed to do a decent enough job that we at least got 1 corporate rep. We still got some extra stuff though. Like 2 reactor cores and an extra missile, like an extra weapon here is not terrible. I'll take it. That's fine. Still no perfect island. Still a little upset, but whatever. We have 2 reactor cores. Where do we want to put them? I'm thinking, honestly, if we put them on the tank, at least the tank can actually do some damage. But, we might be able to actually do some ridiculous stuff if we just take off Titan Fist, give him 1 reactor core, like both reactor cores, and then give him the +1 damage. He'll be able to do 4 damage to stuff right up close to him. And then, like, he can wipe multiple people off the face of the planet. Just straight up. That is potentially very cool. I still like the idea of having both weapons, though. 2 reactor cores. 2 reactor cores. Honestly, if we use both reactor cores on our artillery will have a very hard time dying, and we'll be able to move wherever he wants on the battlefield. Very neat idea. Or just, like, get access to, like, a missile that, like, deals some damage in weird situations. It could be very neat. Like... Are you doing enough damage with this 1 to 3 laser nonsense? Yes. Are you doing enough damage with this fist doing exactly what it's currently doing? Also, yes. If we take away the Titan Fist, we lose the option to push people, so I think that that's worth the 1 reactor core, and honestly, you're probably in a good spot. Don't even worry about it. Tank Man, you just sit tight. Okay, like, we can get you to move 5 on a turn. It's hilarious. But we don't need you to. Honestly, I think we install 1 reactor core here and get our artillery to be able to, like, actually take a hit once. So, like, on the off chance where it's a bad time, he'll be fine. And then we get our tank to install a reactor core so that way they can move 5 and move wherever they want. Or undo both of those. Can we undo previous ones? No. We just install both of them here, and then that way our tank actually does 2 damage, which can allow him to actually kill things. What a time to be alive. With that said, maybe a good idea to swap pilots. So we're going to move him here, and then move Ralph Carson over here, which allows him to have that HP that we talked about earlier anyway. Okay, yeah, this is fine. So, not as much HP on the tank, but that's fine. We have the extra damage, which is more important on a character that could use it for the extra experience. We have our most experienced person on the character that does the least damage, and therefore will probably get the least kills, which is fine because he doesn't need to get kills, he just needs to set them up for the rest of his team. Okay, we've done it. Oh, it's the Earth Mover one. Earth Mover, wider than a mile. You'll not cross him in style. Today, you'll die slowly. Okay. Okay, what we want to do is bait an attack that allows us to attack the Scion, who can only move 3. And then whatever else shows up. I think that we want to go ahead and put our artillery dude, sorry, our punch mech dude over here. I want to protect this coal plant from being attacked right off the cuff. And I think if we put our artillery mech here, we might potentially set up one of these hornets for attacking us in a way that is potentially not beneficial, but, like, exploitable. Maybe. Just possibly. Alright, so they are all flying to start with. I just have to help you guys notice it's a bit of a problem. Oh, baby, this is actually good, though. Alright, so, they've done a couple of things that we asked them to do, but in ways that we didn't exactly ask them to do, so that makes sense. The priority right now is that this Hornet needs to move, and we'd also like to move this Hornet. To move this Hornet, we'd either have to kill it, not easy, or kill this guy. Is easy, absolutely easy. The question is, how many of these can we do at the same time? We also don't want to kill anybody that gets us in a situation where, oh, don't be a fool. You've got an easy turn here. Okay, so here's what we do. We can stop this guy by actually attacking him directly. The reason why is because he's on a sand tile. If we hit him, we create a massive smoke cloud that forces him to not be able to attack. Great. We also move this guy out of the way. Great. Then we take this tank and shoot this guy out of the way, dealing a little bit of damage in the meantime. Great. Then we take our punch mech and punch the Scion in the face, killing him and also blocking his spawn on the first turn. That last one maybe not so great, but we can avoid that if we want. I do want to block a spawn because we have so many units that are still going to be alive by the end of this turn, but I think this is the correct way to do things. Since that does avoid this guy attacking. It does exactly what we needed it to do. We will move here. We will then punch him, because there's no sense in trying to laser something at this point. It doesn't matter either way. You see, the only problem is that our artillery mech is currently in the way right now, and that's a problem. Our artillery mech can actually take the hit. He has 4 HP. This is 100% okay. But, like, we could put this guy down to 1 HP. If we decide to tank the hit on the tank and we shoot him, he'll take 2 damage. He'll take 1 damage off of getting attacked here, and another 2 damage off of our tank. Like, this idea, as risky as it is, I think is the correct choice. Because it still blocks this thing from being directly attacked by the Hornet next turn. So, I think we take the 2 damage. It's a little scary, and I kind of hate it, but we'll deal with it. So he attacks us. He's almost dead. We got a blobber that shows up. Problem. I hate blobbers. This hornet is so annoying. Okay. Well, where'd he go? Oh, where'd he go? He asks as the hornet immediately goes there. All right. How do we do this? So this blobber hits for 1. Okay. Right now, you're at 3 HP. That is uncool, my dude. If you could somehow swap positions, I'd be down, but unfortunately. Currently, this blob and this guy are doing nothing. The blob is actually the least important thing right now. The Earth Mover can take a hit, and I'd like to do him an extra damage, but if we attack like so, we come up with an interesting double feature here, where our tank can then move out of the way and shoot something else. Hold on. Okay. Here's an idea. We come from behind here, and we just laser. Pew, pew, pew. It still hits buildings. Can't laser. We can punch him, though, and then the blobber will kill his own... Like, the blobber will kill himself, effectively, which is hilarious. Then we take our tank, move him here, and shoot and kill this dude. Then we use our artillery to attack this dude, and no one gets attacked. We kill the blobber by attacking itself. We block a spawn for next... we don't block any spawns, but that's probably okay this time. Yeah, this is the correct choice. 100% the correct choice. Alright. Now, the problem right now is that we still have a 1 HP tank. He blows himself up. Great job, you moron. Firefly and a leaper. Okay, we're, alright, he's gonna attack those 2 buildings yet again. Hilarious. This Earth Mover's getting attacked once. Not twice. Okay, now it is being attacked twice, and I find that highly rude. So, now how do we deal with this? Actually, there's a very easy thing to do here. We laser, and then it does a double kill. Then we still have this hornet to deal with, but it's not a big deal. We move over here, we instantly kill this hornet on a character that could use it, and then we take the artillery, and, honestly, I think we shoot the hornet and let this thing take 1 damage. That makes the most sense to me. So, we laser these 2. No problem. We then shoot this guy and kill him. We don't have to worry about him next turn. And then next turn, this guy's even easier to deal with. The other option is that we just shove him out of the way, and then we don't have to, like, we can deal, like, we can let this thing take 1 damage next turn. That might be actually the much better move. Like, don't even worry about the damage. The Earth Mover, you want to keep it as healthy as possible just in case. Oh god, it's not gonna matter. I mean, it might matter, but if this Leaper goes after the Earth Mover, it wasn't gonna matter. Alright, so he's attacking there. That doesn't make a big difference. You're attacking me? You're gonna attack me? Oh, and you're attacking there. Okay, I see how this is. You great big bunch of jerks. I think we just, like, straight up laser him. Then this guy's still alive, huh? We can just get in the way. Which is potentially hilarious. The other option is we take our tank to shoot the hornet and kill it, and then we take this guy to move to the side and shove this guy into a cloud so that way he doesn't deal any damage at all. Yeah, that makes the most sense, honestly. Shoot and kill him. Shoot and kill him. And then artillery your own dude to shove him into a cloud so that way the attack gets cancelled. Look, I'm not gonna lie. My 2 normal pilots are very upset at me because, I mean, they keep getting down to 1 HP. But that was a perfect mission. We defended the Earth Mover for at least a little while. We defended it in style today. Alright, so that was good. Got all 3 of those. Some corporate rep here is very welcome. RSD Quake Fence. Kill at least 7 enemies and protect the emergency batteries. We can definitely do that. Actually, I'm more than happy to do both of those. So let's see. Blast Scion, Blobber, And a 3 HP Vec. Okay. We're going to put Punch Mech on the side. We're going to bait an attack with our artillery and our tank here. The blobber should hopefully put a blob right here where it is easy to deal with. Either that or he puts it here, which is very difficult to deal with. Shit. Never mind. We're going to put our artillery here so that way he does not blob here. Or here. I'd rather the blob be here or here, so please don't. And then if he moves somehow, he can only move 2. Like, he can only move 2. The only place he can put a blob now is here or here. Or here. And if it's here, then shit. But we can actually deal with it still. So, you know what? That's fine. It's fine! It's fine. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. So he blobs there. He blobs in exactly the right place. You're attacking me, which is also attacking, you know, places I don't want you to attack. You know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. You want to know why this is fine? There's a couple of reasons why this is totally okay. The first is that we can just artillery this guy into the water. The second is that we can literally just punch this guy and kill him. That is the correct choice. But if I'm going to punch him to kill him, I might as... Can we? No, we can't do that without damaging the building. Drat. So we're going to punch and kill him this way. Then we take this guy and, like, blast this firefly into the drink. Yeah, that makes the most sense. Then the tank... Really, the tank kind of has to stay exactly where he is in an effort to shoot the blob, and that way we don't take any additional damage. It's a little, you know, stupid, but, like, that was fine. That was fine. It's just 1 damage on your own tank. It's okay. We're going to move here. We're going to blast this. It's dead. We don't take any additional stupid damage, and we'll be fine. Oh, no. Alright, so we've got Firefly and an Alpha Firefly. Those are fine. I've said that word so many times now. And he's in a perfect spot. He's actually, like, totally doomed. But do you see this situation that's going on right here with this Joker and then this blob and... Okay, honestly, we move here and we punch the Alpha dude into the drink. I don't see any other way. This guy can move here and shoot him for damage and shove him out of the way. Finally, we move here and then shoot the blob from super far away, getting the kill. That makes the most sense to me. Except for the fact that you forgot the artillery is now in the way. You moron. Reset the turn. Wait, no, wrong one. Okay, look. Get this guy here and do the punch. You know that that's the correct decision, so just do it. Then you move this guy over here. Yeah, over here. You then shoot him out of the way. Then you move this guy over here, and then you shoot the blob. Okay, that was a much better way to do that turn. Don't ever do that stupidness a second time. Now, blocking 1 spawn here is fine. We do need to have at least enough enemies to be able to kill that we get the extra achievement here, the extra bonus. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. Oh, are you trying to... You webbed my man, and this makes me very upset. So how do I deal with you now? Honestly, the easiest thing to do is just tank shot him. But then... Okay. Like, we can easily get a kill there. That's not a problem, but... I'd rather do it this way. Because if the artillery gets the kill here... Oh, wait, problem. This might be a turn where having the extra HP on the artillery here is a good move. Reason being, we can kill the blob this way. Yeah. We're gonna. I think that what we do is we attack our Hornet friend here, kill the blob, deal damage to him. Not that the damage to him matters all that much. So we're gonna take our tank here and then shoot him in the face. Then this guy, I mean, he has to protect himself, so he'll probably just laser him and kill him. So that ends up getting 2 kills this way, which brings us to 5 out of 7. It's doable still. It's doable still. Yeah, I think this is the correct choice. And honestly, we might as well just attack the thing and kill it. And put a cloud down so that way he can't blob there again. I'm a little upset that this blob has been getting as many kills as he has been. Like, whatever. Who cares? We got two characters. They're very, very, like, low HP kinds of characters. Oh, good. Stop it, though. Okay, that's fine, actually. And then what are you doing? Okay. I think that our first move is honestly to shoot this guy. Then we take the artillery and move it here to attack the blob and kill it. Then we take the laser guy and get 2 kills here. This is the correct choice of events. Move here. Then you shoot this guy and kill it. Then we get the last 2 kills that we need to like make this turn actually doable by doing this. There. Perfect. We got the 7. Exactly. We protected the emergency batteries, and although we didn't get a kill on the Alpha Hornet, the Alpha Hornet did pop up this turn, so I'm okay with that. That's fine. We are geniuses. So that gave us another corporate rep. Very nice to have. And an additional power grid defense up. Woo. That puts us at a situation now where we're up to corporate HQ. Okay. Sensors have picked up an unknown Vex, some sort of massive gelatinous creature. Whatever it is, don't let it reach the tower. Crap. Alright, so the gelatinous creature of which he speaks is a problem. But it is doable. I think that we're going to move here. Gelatinous creature can move 3 and then stomp. Yeah, we want to move here. We want to plug up this gap here. I think we want to make sure that he can't... this blobber can't put a blob in between the corporate building and this building. Like, at best, he'll be able to launch it here. And I think that's exactly what he's going to do, so we can move out of the way of it. And on the first turn, we put the blobber in a situation where it ends up being useless. This goo, by the way, can one-hit anything. So we need to be very careful about how we attack it. But I think we've got options. Okay, that's exactly what we aimed to do. You are a pain in the butt, but I'll take it this turn if I have to. I don't have to. Alright, so we kill the blobber this turn. Just straight up, that is the correct decision. I also want to shoot this guy and kill him this turn immediately. I think we're going to do the killing of him first, so that way the 2 blobs pop out. The 2 blobs don't do anything yet, but they are going to be a problem later on down the line. It does allow us to see what else we can do this turn. Unfortunately, not much. I think we just shove this guy off the building. So he attacks nothing and then shoot the blobber. Perfect. So we got 2 kills this turn already. We have 2 weaker blobbers already here and ready to go. Or sorry, goos. They're different. They're goo, not a blobber. Don't get the 2 confused. It's not like they're both capable of making very annoying gelatinous substances that hurt us, but whatever. He exploded. That's fine. Whatever. Alright, a leaper and a firefly. It's an alpha firefly, which is a problem, but the leaper is actually the bigger issue here. Alright, the goo's attacking there. Oh, please don't leap onto my dude. Thank you. Okay, you're just attacking like that, huh? Who attacks first? 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Alright, then 5. How do we want to do this? If we take our artillery and shoot like so, it puts us in an interesting situation, but like, and unfortunately also puts this firefly in a situation where I'm very mad about it existing. That does not work. We need to think of a different plan. Okay, easy plan is we move to the side and laser these 2 jokers instantaneously, getting 2 kills, one of which is on a goop. Then we take our tank and shoot and kill this guy. No, we shoot and kill the, well, we shoot and hurt the firefly by being right up in its grill. Then we take the artillery tank. Yeah. Okay, this makes more sense. So we get the double kill here. Perfect. 2 oozes spawn. You've got to be kidding me. But the ooze will kill his friend. So that's totally fine. Then I'm going to move here and attack like this. You see the problem, though. Reset the turn. So the problem here is that our punch mech in the process has put himself in a situation where he is going to die if we let this Firefly attack that way. So what we want to do instead, hilariously, is just punch this guy. Does the exact same thing. Yeah, it does the exact same thing. He'll attack and kill the goo. Then the goo moves into that space, clouding it, which is hilarious but largely useless. We then take the artillery and shoot this guy, killing him. Then I take the tank and I shoot the Firefly in the way, so that way this Hornet ends up getting killed by the Firefly at the end of the turn. Okay, this honestly was the best possible situation for us. Way to kill the goo for us. So that's 3 killed so far. Goo moves into the cloud. He shoots the Hornet. Alright, they got 1 Leaper that showed up. Can we kill them? Oh, please. Thank you! We can! We can get the 2 extra goos. Alright, so, currently our tank is very dead. But I think that our first move is quite simple. We blast these 2 and kill them. That's our 5 goos. Now we just need to protect the corporate tower, which is already done, pretty much. We just need to keep our tank alive. If we blast him onto a spawn point, he will die. I would suggest that we go ahead and kill off one of these goos before they become a problem on the next turn. So we will do that. Perfect. The Firefly is still alive, which is a problem. But the Firefly will miss. The Leaper will attack nothing. And will block a spawn for us, which means that there's only 1 extra bug next turn. And this goo is easy enough to kill. Could you not? Okay, the Hornet's attacking our corporate building again. And I can't help but feel I'm a little annoyed about this. Still, it's an easy turn. We move here. Honestly, I think we just tank shot him. You can move over here and just laser this guy and kill him. Yeah, that's correct. Then we take this guy and artillery and kill the goo. Like, actually a perfect couple of turns. So, we've wiped out every single Vec. We destroyed all 5 goos. Yeah, this is fine. I'm very pleased with this one. We are the best. Alright, with that said, we got 7 corporate rep. We did not get a perfect island, unfortunately, but, you know, we'll make do. Are we going to ever use these Gemini missiles? I'm not so sure. Let's see. Smoke Drop is very good. Vortex Fist? What is that nonsense? You deal yourself 2 damage in the process? That seems really rough. That seems interesting. Rock Accelerator. And that also seems very cool. Ideally, we spend it on 2 reactor cores and... okay, 1 reactor core maybe. Give us the rock accelerator so our artillery has an additional option. We do have effectively 8 power supplies, so we can do 2 reactor cores and the rock accelerator. I think that's best for us. And I think that's best for us because the rock accelerator is actually a really good attack for our artillery if we need to do extra damage, or if we just want to block a spawn from super far away. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we do. So yeah, sell the Gemini missiles, grab the rock accelerator. We don't get any additional angles of attack, but I think it's well worth it. So we install 1 reactor and power up the rock accelerator. That makes sense. Actually, hold on. We don't even need to do that. We can remove the health to do that. For now, we have 2 other cores. How do we want to use these 2 other cores is the question. Like, we've already got the 2 extra damage here. That's great. I think that we want to use 1 on our punch mech to make sure he has 5 HP, which is kind of important. I think we do the same thing to our tank mech. Honestly, because the tank mech is probably the least important out of the bunch. Let's install it on our artillery mech because he only has 2 HP, and that, like, at least putting him at 4 HP is actually really important. Having 3 HP means he can survive a decent number of attacks. 2 HP is just too low. If it's that important, though, we can just do that by getting rid of the building immunity, which admittedly is helpful, but, you know, isn't necessary. And then we put that extra core into our tank, and we just play smarter. So now we actually have a healthy team. Yeah, that works. That works. Once you've done that, though, you move on to this island. This island is doable. But for the first episode, I don't want to have you guys be here any longer than the hour and a half you're already here. So let's go ahead and do the last mission. Once you've defeated at least 2 islands, you can do the last mission. The last mission is going to be the same, but it gets harder if you do more islands. We're just going to do the 2. With the Vect driven off the islands, you have a chance to wipe them out at their source. You are humanity's last hope. Well, let's go ahead and make ourselves humanity's best hope at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and put our laser punch mech right here. Our normal mech, tank mech right over here. And we'll put our artillery mech over here. And why? Reasons? You don't see any features right now, but this mission does get some features in a second here. It's just that the deployment is not as easy to work with. So remote power pylons, keeping us connected to the grid, is effectively the way this game's way of making sure that you can still game over. The final mission has a volcano, which is totally cool, and does help us more than it hurts us more often than not. Oh, is that what you're doing? All right, we can kill all 3 of these guys on the first turn. Easily, though? Not easily, no. In fact, we can't kill all 3 of these guys on the very first turn. Unfortunate. We can definitely get close, though. I think that we're going to start off by moving here and punching this guy into the volcano. So now when the volcano does whatever does the lava flow here, it'll kill him. Now we want to kill this hornet, and we want to like block or otherwise severely damage this joker over here. Actually, we can 100% like really badly hurt him. We can also block his attack with the rock accelerator. How do we want to do this one? I like this move is automatically happening, and I think that if I'm being completely honest with you, the other maybe obvious move is to do this. Actually, deal some damage. Yeah, that works. That works. Then we stand here, block a spawn, and also kill this hornet. Perfect. No problem. That wasn't so bad, was it? And turn. Alright, what do we got here? Lava flow happens. Oh no! He drowns like a sucker that he is. Alright, and what do you got? Oh, you shot me. So we managed to block 2 of these things. We still have a very healthy team. And now the volcano is going to go ahead and spout a bunch of lava. Please attack right there. Please attack right there. Just attack right where you are. Thank you. Alright, so because we know that the environment's going to go first, this guy's already dead. Wait. That's perfect. You are about to die. The question is, who do I want to get the kill? And it honestly does not matter. I think if we get this guy on here and then just like laser him, it's just fine. Ooh, he got a level up. +3 grid defense. Get out of here. You're useless to me. So Beetle's gonna die already. What do I want to do instead then? I think we want to stop that from spawning, because if this corner area spawns, it could be a big problem for us. And I think we move off here. Hold on, actually, there's a better move we can make with this guy. There's got to be. Is there not? There isn't, hilariously. The best move we can do is actually sit here and repair, as that allows us to keep the same amount of HP. We force a spawn in a very like cluttered areas, so that way they have a harder time maneuvering, and these spawns just don't end up happening as a result. That's perfect. Alright, Volcano, launch your rocks, see if I care. I actually did care because it ended up killing the beetle for me. Thank you, Volcano. You're a very nice boy. Alright, Alpha Hornet and a normal Hornet. We can deal with that. That's fine. We also managed to block the other million spawns. How many more spawns are going to happen off of this? I think we'll never know. Oh, jeez. So, because it's a lava flow, he doesn't care about it. We still need to kill him. The good news is we can do it. Actually, the really bad news is I almost don't want to move from where I'm at. If we get the kill on this guy, that's a pretty smart decision. We want to move this guy out of the way, but then I also want to kill him, but I also don't want to have to deal with more than one thing at a time, so I think we're just going to punch him out of the way, and then you get to repair. So we're going to have 3 units we're dealing with, one of which is fairly badly hurt. The other 2 are going to be brand new. I'm hoping that that means that we can kill them quickly. But like once you start blocking, you don't want to stop. Which is why I was like, oh, this first turn seems interesting. Let's see if we can make it work. We did, so we're going to have a good time, maybe. Oh, interesting. Okay, you want to... Yes, please stay there. All right, so the volcano's going to launch some more rocks. It's going to kill him. You're attacking the pylon, which isn't so great, but we can actually deal with that. And we can kill you instantaneously. So, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Just kaboom. Ooh. But then why wouldn't we just... I mean, yeah, we might as well. But do we wanna, though? Hold on, I'm undecided. How do we do this one? Oh, we do it like this. Except for it still is stuck there. Hold on, undo move. Ah! Alright, fine. We're gonna do the move that allows us to just shove this guy into the cute move. You're on fire. But it's probably still okay. So you're gonna move here. You're still on fire. It doesn't matter. You laser him and get the kill. Good job, you. Tank man's already done his thing. This guy's about to die due to rocks. It's still okay. Don't worry about it. You think it looks dire right now, but it actually isn't. Also, victory in one turn. World's easiest final mission, am I right? Oh, wait, no. It's a two-parter. I knew this because it's always a two-parter, but that's okay. This new situation we got ourselves into should be okay. I think... No, none of these get squashed. Okay. Still, that is scary. So, what we're up against currently is a blobber, which we hate, an alpha hornet, which we kind of hate, a scorpion, which we definitely hate, and then this jerk. So this jerk here is a super beetle, like a beetle leader, a leader beetle, a beetle leader. He has a metric crap ton of HP, and we want to kill him as fast as possible. We can do so, because there are environmental factors here at play that are going to make things a bit easier for us. But, this is a strange situation. Oh, please. Oh, come on now. So, we've got a couple of easier moves. And we got a couple of not so easier moves. I think that the best move involves us losing some power pylon, unfortunately. I think we shove this guy into the falling rocks here. Then we move here and laser these two jokers, killing one, hurting the other badly. Then we get our artillery to move down here. And you know what? Either way, it doesn't actually end up mattering. But I would like to shove this guy. How do we shove that guy more easily, though? Hold on. If we do it like this, he is now shoved. He will not spawn that block, by the way. He's going to charge to the other end of the map first. And he's going to light those two places on fire, which is great for them, but not so good for us. He's going to deal 2 damage here. This blob's going to deal 2 damage here. And the scorpion's going to deal 1 damage here. As a result, the scorpion takes the path of least importance. I think we take the punch and punch here. We then take this and shoot the blob here. Now, this means that we didn't get a lot done this turn. You might have noticed. But we minimized the amount of power grid damage we were going to take, so that's fine. Lost some power? Unsurprising. This is why we had full power in the first place. The Scion is on fire. Alright, so the number one thing we want to avoid right now is being stuck in a situation where we are stuck on the freaking tile. I hate this. And then you had to show up. So the Renfield bomb is actually fine here. And we know this. Know this. The reason why we know this is because the Renfield bomb has 4 HP. And we can deal with that. That's okay. I think we can do a two-parter here. We shoot this guy off. And now the beetle is going to attack him instead. Great. Awesome news for us. We can actually now move out of the way. What happens first? The fire damage or the silent tentacle? The fire damage does. So this guy can die due to an artillery shot, which is great. But you see this little jerk? You see this little asshole? I'm not happy with him. I would like him to move, but I don't know how. We also still need to attack this Joker. What does the most work for us? I think that... Oof, we can't do what I was thinking there for a second, so don't even worry about it. We're going to move here, and we're just going to laser, honestly, in a straight line. As it kills the blobber, it hurts the other two a little bit. It's nice to do. I think... in this case, we opt to lose another 3... like another 2 power grid here, and we just get the kill onto this Scion. And then, yeah, we laser here. So, unfortunately, we have not been able to abuse the environment really at all, which is a problem. But it could be worse. So, tentacles go up. No one dies, which is nice. The beetle attacks his scorpion friend and kills it. This beetle lord attacks nothing. We resisted. Thank you. So what was that resist, you might be asking? So grid defense here is the chance that you actually dodge the attack on one of your buildings. You don't want to rely on it. It's a terrible decision to do so. But at the same time, it can win games. And it's really funny when it does. So this guy's relatively low. We can actually get a double kill almost if we just move out of the way a little bit. But, hold on. Can we get a double kill here? Let's see. I laser. It does 3 damage to this guy, and he's down to 2. Then we move out of the way and shoot this guy into the drink, which kills him. And we got this Beetle Lord left, whom we cannot shove into the thing because we were smart Alex. And okay, hold on. No, we got another option here. Don't forget, you've got access to the rock boy of all rock boys. You can definitely shove a rock in front of somebody and get them to kill themselves. Pretty great idea. But how do we do it here? Oh, no, I see this. We're gonna shoot this guy into the drink. He's now dead. No problem. Oh, wait, no, reset turn! Like, at this point, I'm min-maxing my turn, but it's gonna be fine. I think that our initial move with Laser Mech might have been a reasonable decision. But not the only decision? Nah, it honestly was the best decision. We go up here, we laser him. We then move here and shoot him. We then move over here and rock here, so he doesn't end up attacking anything. And yeah, that works. I'm an idiot. I just don't mind me, okay? We know that the environment's actually gonna go first. Ooh, we've maybe made a boo-boo here. Just maybe. If I move here, put a rock down, it's not gonna do anything. I'm a moron, and that's okay. Except for when it's not, and I die all day. You're already dead, so I don't need to worry about you. Keep that in mind. This is where we put the rock. This works. So, end turn. He dies to fire damage. The environment comes crashing down. Does nothing. He attacks in a straight line and lights a whole bunch of stuff on fire. He then... Ah! God damn it. I knew that something was wrong, and I was just like, oh, it's totally fine. Don't even worry about it. Oh, God. Okay, this is fine. This is okay. Don't even worry. We still have 5 power grid. We can survive this turn. And it's the last turn, so all we need to do is survive this turn. Okay, we can just, like, shoot our own dude here to make some space. And minimize the amount of damage that we end up taking as a result. It's not a terrible decision. But then what do you do? Like, what is your purpose? You pass the butter. Oh my god. Okay, so we take Tank Boy, and we shoot him here. Then we take Laser Man, and, like, move him as far as possible. What do we do? Okay, we have one easy option. We can rock right here. Except for we know what happens when you rock next to a building. It's not gonna end well. We just need to survive this turn. That's all we need to do. It's all we need to do. This guy is unassailable. He's actually too far out of our way. We can't stop him. So honestly, this is already dead. We can't stop it. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. So, and what's going to happen here is he'll attack it, then he'll attack him and knock him backwards into a pylon. So what we want to do is try to kill him. We want to kill him, and we want to kill, or at least minimize the amount of extra damage we take. I think that the number one thing we can do, actually, is do this. So it kills one and minimizes the amount of damage that these two jokers end up dealing. Fantastic. And then we take Laser Boy and just fry a dude. Hold on. That's even better. Now these two jokers, they're gonna get their stupid power pylon kill. Don't even worry about it. He attacks it, power lost. He attacks it, power lost. But at least we get a kill on the boss. Renfield bomb's ready. We win. Come on, Riftwalkers. We got other timelines to save. Good job. Initiating breach farewell protocol. All pinnacle thanks to you, Riftwalkers. You're welcome. It's been an honor serving with the Riftwalkers, Commander. You're welcome, Maria. Now get the heck out of here. And then the bomb goes off. We win. GG. Well played. So, not the cleanest run I've ever had, but that was fun. That was a good time. Even if it took a little while to kind of get my brain running, but that's what happens when you play this game that's actually fairly difficult and interesting and fun, and also you've been working all day, so... Yeah. Thanks to the valiant efforts of Calypso, Maria Ferry, and Ralph Carlson, the Vec Hive has been destroyed, saving this timeline from ultimate doom. Humanity can now begin to recover from the destruction wrought by the Vec in this timeline. Who do we want to bring to the next one? So, at the end of every mission, you get to choose who you want to bring to the next timeline. I'm going to bring Ralph Carlson again. Because, I mean, he's pretty rad. He's got the right stuff going on for him. He's got a third ability, which is literally useless, but we can deal with that later. For now, that's what a run looks like. Now, with that said, you can unlock different time travelers. In fact, you can unlock a great number of them, and I have. You can also change up your squad and unlock a bunch of different other squads. And as you can see, I've played a few of them. You can also change the color of your mechs, change what they're called, see what they end up doing. You can see what achievements end up giving you enough money that you can actually start buying additional things. It's pretty sweet. The game's awesome, and I can't wait to show you guys even more of it and then play this thing ad nauseum to a point where maybe, I mean, who knows? Can we nail 50 episodes of this thing? I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. If you did, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below. And if you want to see some more runs like this, please subscribe for some more of those kinds of videos. And let me know in the comments section how you feel about this game as a series. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you folks next time.